looked as Nottingham would move ahead of the Steelers in the league table with a win here, but despite their successes in Europe showing their strength, they're yet to beat the Steelers this season. Sheffield get a boost with the return of Matthew Waugh. He joins Wallace and Jantin on a new look third unit. Brady Ramsey is the import who has to make way. David Phillips is still missing in defence. Panthers were 3-0 up in 10 minutes last time they played here in front of a packed crowd. The Steelers can't afford a start like that again. Phillips out on the line with Delego and Mosey. Mosey playing as a forward tonight. At least that's what we're expecting from him, because he has that flexibility. Great pick-up for the Panthers to be able to bring him back to the UK following his stint in North America last season. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. That must be boarding. And Mosey it was who made the hit, and he wants no part of that at all.
Yeah, dangerous play there. It's definitely through the numbers here. We'll see it on Matheson. Mosey comes right here, and it's a good one. 3 feet from the boards. You know, that's look at his head snap back. You know, that's definitely a boarding or a checking from behind. Fitzgerald right away sees it and maybe gets in here a little bit too early. I know it's a thing to protect your guys, but he's going in the box and maybe should have just held on a little bit here. Mosey wants nothing to do with it, like you said, and it's one of those things that we could have went from the power play.
Back to 5-on-4 as Mosey and Fitzgerald return. Mustakov's forced to make a save as the Panthers get a shot on goal short-handed. And now they will bring things forward and enter the offensive zone. Here goes Waugh. Forced wide behind the goal by Spang. The Steelers will try and get this power play set up. Here's Wallace. Takes the shot on and finds the top corner.
An absolute belter of a wrist shot. Garnett looks like he's looking for a backdoor play. You see the defenseman sneaking down the high slot here. And does it unsight him? Wallace is looking that way. And what does he do? He absolutely turns and he just ripes it over the top of the shoulder of Garnett, who just doesn't actually react other than going straight down.
Penalty ends. It's a successful kill for the Panthers, but they're still under pressure here. The shot comes in. Garnett saves it. It's still loose. Can they lift it in? They can't first time. It's caught underneath. The whistle goes, and the Panthers have hung on. And in the middle of all that, I think Garnett's made an incredible stop.
Yeah, fantastic work by Garnett to reach out and stretch across. He makes a good save. Unlucky here, Wallace just gets across here and just can't raise the puck. We see on it. Great job.
Oh, no, it came off the post.
And Perlini coming back as well. Hard to do. A little bit of a stick lift just at the proper moment. But look, Matthew Waugh and Fretter are in there scarily looking for that rebound to go in the back of the net.
Now it's with Gagnon. Panthers with zone time. Farmer. Gagnon again. Winds and fires. It misses short side. It'll bounce nicely back for Billingsley. He's under pressure on the boards. So is Perlini, but the Panthers still get to it. Pass down low. Opportunity. And they take it and they've scored. The equaliser for the Panthers.
Some good pressure there by Nottingham, moving the puck around, and it goes down to Robbie Farmer here on a great little play. A little unfortunate on the boards, but Robbie Farmer hanging about in front of the net. Puts it between his feet. Look at that. That's a fantastic little skill move. And I'll give Robbie Farmer a heck of a lot of credit for pulling that move off so in tight. That's a great finish.
And what a fantastic goal that is from Robert Farmer. Nicely played towards Wallace. He's got a little bit of room. Panthers trying to close it out. Nokshansev knocks the puck out of the zone. Jantin is offside. He'll have to retreat. Panthers try a defence splitting pass, but they can't gather it in. Then the Steelers give it away. It wasn't good from Romberg. A little bit of a blind spot. Arson comes across and makes the hit on Perlini. The puck comes out. The Panthers will score. Slammed home by Sauve.
It's Sauve coming in from the point. How many times have we seen that so far this year? Coming in, just disappearing in coverage. And a bit unfortunate there. Romberg gives the puck away. But Perlini comes out here, and again, another little bit of fortune for Nottingham. A bounce off the stick of Mustakov's right onto Sauve coming in, and all he has to do is put it in the open net.
Milton Keynes have got themselves a third. And Edinburgh have got one back against Braehead. We've got some 4-on-4 play here, and the puck is there, and Mustakov has to make the save as the Panthers spun and shot. It was Billingsley who had the attempt. So the Steelers' fourth power play of the game ends in a penalty taken by themselves. 4-on-4 play nearly developed for Billingsley. We'll get the Panthers a face-off in the offensive zone. They'll have about a minute of power play out of the other side of this. One-timer comes in and beats Mustakovs. What a second period the Panthers are having.
Oh, fantastic job off the draw by Nottingham. They win the draw cleanly, set play over a one-timer. But the big part of the play is not the draw and not the shot. Watch in front of the net. It's a little bit of a traveling screen as it just unsight Mustakovs enough to allow that slap shot to come through just at the right time to go inside the far post.
Steelers scored 36 seconds into their first power play of the game. They haven't scored on any of the subsequent 4 times they've had the man advantage. And we're going to get a fight straight from the face-off. It's Gagnon and Fitzgerald. This should be a good one. Gagnon landed some really heavy ones, and Fitzgerald has got himself back up, and he continues to have a go, and the officials decide they want to stop it. And I think Gagnon might have been cut here.
Great tilt by 2 big guys. That one, it looked like they talked about it at the face-off, and may have been a retaliation for Gagnon here. Fitzgerald absorbs one right on the chin, but it looks like he cut Gagnon with a beauty to cut him open. Hopefully we'll get a replay on it, but you can see both guys taking a couple of good hard punches that would have probably put most of us back on the floor.
Well, one from Gagnon I think very nearly did put Fitzgerald down. He just about hung on, and then he came back with a blow that must have sliced across.
Here we go. You watch the tilt. We'll see if we can see it where he gets cut. If it's right here in the first one, but they're definitely right there. I think that was the one right there.
It's the little short right, isn't it?
Yeah, the one just before Fitzgerald gets nailed on the chin. He absolutely haymakers one and splits Gagnon open.
Well, Zamboni is doing its best down there. It looks from our vantage point, and we're a long way away from that particular part of the ice, that the majority of it appears to have been cleared away, but I don't know if anything else was dripped. Steelers battling hard to try and get to these loose pucks first, and it's worked so far on this shift. The Panthers need an out, and they're not going to get one. Armstrong makes sure of that. O'Connor. Shot through, it bounces back out. Marquardt!
It's what they deserved, isn't it? With all the pressure they've just had. You know, fantastic job by that down line again. This is what sets it up, and look at this, a high rising shot, again blocked in front of the net. You saw 3 or 4 get blocked there, but Marquardt here settles it down, look, picks the spot, his head's up, and it puts it in the back of the net on an outstretch. Unlucky for the Nottingham guys, but 2 or 3 bounce block shots that they did a great job in the layering so that it doesn't get through. And unfortunately that time, a block shot goes back to the guy you want to have it on the end of his stick.
Both teams still have their timeouts available to them as we approach the final 3 minutes of this game. Marquardt is trying to be physical against Sauvé. Sauvé went back for one shove too many, and the Steelers are going to get a power play here, and that is a bad mistake for Jan Sauvé to make. He's already been in the penalty box twice. The Steelers scored the first time he was sat down. They'll play it behind the goal. Grabbed by Spang, and again he doesn't get it across the line. Panthers are missing opportunities to give themselves a little bit of a breather. Mustakov still stays home. Armstrong. Wallace. Armstrong again. Sent right across. Fretter! What a noise to greet the equaliser.
What a fantastic opportunity Sheffield was gifted there. They ended up getting it. Fretter here, look, head up. Great job by Lee to get out and try and block the shot, but he actually goes off guard at him. Does Matthew Waugh just tip it through after the fact? I think that's what's happened here. Minute 44 to go, but Sheffield have deserved this goal in the third period. Nottingham guilty in my eyes of being too defensive, allowing Sheffield to gain momentum throughout it.
Round the boards and out. Here come the Steelers. Surely it can't happen again. Armstrong. Armstrong, great block from the Panthers. God, it kicks it away with a second to go. It so very nearly did happen again. So here we go. The first shot of the shootout is Raphael Boussières against Mustakovs. And he tried to go 5-hole and Mustakov said no. It's going to be John Armstrong against Michael Garnett. First round of the shootout, and it missed the target. First shot in round 2. Oh, and it's off the post.
No,
and
it's
has
in.
It gone in?
Yeah, it's a
it
great
has.
shot. Yeah, he's just.
The red light never came on, but the referee's happy.
Yeah, he caught Mustakov's leaning forward here, right there. Watch it go up and under right there. A little chop shot, crossbar and inside the post in, and that's a fantastic finish.
Searching for an equaliser. And he just lost the handle on the puck as he came across the face of goal. And the Panthers now have a shot to win it. And here comes Schaller. A Panthers goal here ends it. And Mustakovs keeps it alive for one more shot at least. Otherwise it's all over. It's Wallace against Garnett. And Garnett has made the save. And the Panthers claim the extra point.
Nice save by Garnett there. Just waited for Wallace and does the old Dominic Hasek double pad stack. Not the most orthodox style, especially now. You watch him. Little bobble puck, tries to go 5-0, but there Garnett well down to control that.
The Steelers fought back from 3-1 down. And they got a late equaliser in the third period from Matthew Watt. But they'll only take a point. And that is now 5 conference games the Steelers have played this season. Well, Tim Wallace gets the man of the match. He wasn't able to save the Steelers in the shootout, but he was a goal scorer during what has been an extremely entertaining game. The Steelers can take pride in the way that they fought back.
What a heck of a game that was.
Yeah, I thought overall, we were the better team except for maybe 5 minutes in the second. We had a good start, which we haven't had for a while, so we're happy with that. But great fans. Too bad we couldn't get the win, but we tried our hardest.
A personal good night for yourself with man of the match. How do you feel your performance has grown over the last couple of weeks?
Good. I think as long as we're winning, that's the most important thing. And tonight we didn't get the win, but overall we played a pretty good match. Hopefully we can win tomorrow night.
Always tough against a quality netminder as well.
Yeah, he played really good. I don't know what the shots were, but man, we had a lot of chances, a lot of posts, but sometimes that happens. But we got to be proud with the way we came back and believed and got a point out of it.
A tough loss, Tim. Man of the match, though. Congratulations.
I guess one of those nights where performance didn't equal result, did it?
No, I think that's the best we've played for a while now. And, we've won games and not played anywhere close to that level. It was a good hockey game, But I think like Moose, stole us some points down in Nottingham last week. I think Garnett did a great job. I mean, we had some pretty grade A scoring chances today, that not just in overtime, in regulation. But I liked our spirit. I liked how hard we played. I liked the balance, getting Wazi back, getting him on the board. We don't know if he'll play tomorrow, but, we did a lot of things right. We give a couple of gimmies away tonight. We passed the puck to their guy in our defensive zone and break down, from a face-off play where, we went to the wrong player. And, and then we broke down again for their first goal down in our end. And just simple play, really, that is quite frustrating to give goals away like that. That's something that's annoying me a little bit. But I thought, all in all, I was well happy. I mean, we talked about our performance. We've been talking about that the last couple of weeks, David, and our performance levels haven't been where we like them to. They were way better today. In a great game with a great crowd, and our fans were terrific. The atmosphere was fantastic in here. But they've come away with the point, and we didn't make the most of our penalty shots tonight either. So shame. It's a shame, but I think I'm not negative about our performance. Obviously gutted that we've lost, but we gained a point, and we have to move on.
Yeah. I guess they always say you start to worry when you don't create the chances, but when you create so many, you would expect to convert a few more.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but you know what? There's a reason that guy played in the KHL. And there's a reason why he's done so well in the Champions League, backstopping them to big wins. And he's a very good goalie. And tonight, I think he was the reason that they come away with the extra point.
You talked about balance, and having Wah and Wallace and Yampton together, that gave you that balance. Though.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought Westerling, I asked him to come in on that fourth line, and I thought him, Jono, and Liam did really well today. They buzzed around, they played with speed, and there's a lot to like about tonight's game, apart from the end result. But there's a lot to like about it tonight. I thought, we had 4 good balanced lines. We're still only going with 5D, and I can see that the recovery between shifts hurts some guys, and they make wrong decisions because of that. But I think they've been fantastic, considering I think it's the 12th game today that they've been playing as a 5 out there, and so lots of positives. Lots of positives today, but we got a long trip tomorrow, and we got to make sure we're ready and focused for, regardless of what we did to Dundee here earlier in the season. They're at home, and got to get our bus legs out of us pretty early and get a solid performance tomorrow.
Can I just quickly ask you about Fitzgerald, the way he got things going, and what about that was?
Yeah, I mean, he does it all the time, and we got a little bit flat. Them 2 quick goals that they scored were, I won't say against the run of play, but really you didn't really see them coming. And then Fitzy does what he does. 2 tough men, 2 tough men, and he takes a shot, gets straight back up, and and catches their guy with one, and he's a spark, and it did spark us. We all talked about it on the bench. He's going out there doing the toughest job in hockey, toughest job in sport, trying to get his team motivated and get them up, and it certainly worked today. And you can't heap enough praise on them guys when they do it for the right reasons, like he did tonight. And then he came back, and played a solid hockey game.